Welcome to Autzen Stadium, respected and feared by all opponents. This might be, per capita, the loudest place in college football. Very tough environment for any visitor. We have a midseason matchup of two teams that have earned top 25 rankings, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kick this away to get us going. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
So a nice completion here for him in his first completion of the game. And I love the fact that he gets hit to be able to settle in now and just worry about executing.
Now it's second down here. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Dickey. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Looking to throw again. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
The Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Ducks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Running play called on third and short. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him the third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Tuna. Ready.
On third down, he drops to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, unbelievable execution. They get a touchdown on the board, and Autzen Stadium is rocking. About 60,000 people inside this stadium. I would argue it's as loud as any stadium in the country. And you put a touchdown on the board like that, this place becomes electric.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking right. This one caught. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Can he make it to the marker? Goes a stiff arm. The Hawkeyes looking to keep this drive rolling.
Yeah, Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
First down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Fires it on the move. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Ball carried by the running back. He's brought down at the 45-yard line. Second down.
The gain makes it second and medium. He hands it off from the gun. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
He's moving out of the pocket. Will he score here? And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa.
Number 10, with the carry.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT is good.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 7.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick this one away.
Returner decides to fair catch this. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Great quarterbacks have answers no matter what the defense is in. This time, the quarterback and the receiver knew that they were going to be able to connect on that corner route before the ball was snapped. The throw was so quick, the defense didn't have much time to adjust.
Running out of time in the pocket. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Well, the offense tries to go with a play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying it. They applied the pressure and came up with the sack.
And sack sets up second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. The pass rush closing in. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
The Ducks will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
And the Iowa offense will take over. First and 10.
Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
On the scramble. Gain of 21 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him at the 22. This offense in... position now.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Okay, ready?
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Get set, get set.
They'll run it to the right side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is the offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And it's good right down the middle. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Ducks offense retakes the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to make a big play downfield. The deep shot is caught for a big gain. The Ducks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Breaks loose at the 40. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they get him down after the completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking to scramble. Escapes the sack. Quarterback looking to scramble. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Chris, the advantage there obviously was with the defense on third down and long. And they do a good job at taking away things downfield, but, man, you got to account for the quarterback taking off and running. Nobody does, so he gets big yards, and now he gives the offense a chance here on fourth down.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Now, Oregon.
Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Trying for a fourth down completion. He's got it, enough for a first down. They make the first down, brought down to the 31. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. And the Ducks will have 1st and 10 here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. We'll get to the line here in the no huddle. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the wide out. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Well, they need 8 yards on fourth down to keep this drive going. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it go quickly. Pass is broken up. Turnover on downs. What a stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his back. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Looking for his big tight end. Caught near the goal line. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. It is first and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Solid tackle, able to get him down. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Iowa offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Extending the play now. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. One thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. Using his legs on the scramble. Finding some room with the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
He finds his tight end for the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. What a chance for an interception there. Instead brings up second down.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
You talk about a tough matchup for this defense down in this area. What are you going to do? Quarterback puts it up in the air, and the big tight end goes over top of everybody for the touchdown.
BAT puts them up 3. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. This one will be fair caught. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Oh, that one's picked off. He's found some room at the 45. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big...
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Ball carried by the running back. Tackled on the play at the 10-yard line.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. An inside give now from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Makes a quick catch. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa.
Number 8.
The offense is out there. Here comes a two-point conversion attempt. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it into the end zone to stretch the lead from 9 to 11. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
14.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Comes back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. That's looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles. They can get outside. They can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
That's caught. It's Jackson. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
That completion sets up a second down play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Back to throw again. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
On third down, it's a handoff. Defense all over it. They stop him. I don't think he got it.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
He's moving out of the pocket. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Football comes out. And the defense has picked up the football going the other way.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but it's also recognized the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place at just the right time.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here comes a handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He's got some room and some blockers here. The 30. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They're looking to protect the lead and protect the football. The last possession, remember, ended in a fumble. And that pass falls incomplete. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The shotgun running play call. Bites through the tackler. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaks loose at the 45. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45. The Ducks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down. Looking to throw the football. Dump off caught by the running back. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws a bullet to the right. And he pulls in the catch. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. And the Ducks will line up here on 1st down and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's the tight end who grabs it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Turner trying to create good field position. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. Physical one breaks through a tackle. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. They'll run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Picks up 3. It's now second and goal.
Okay, ready?
Second and goal for the offense.
Here we go.
Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Now the try for 2. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again. Follows up a touchdown with a successful 2-point try. Now they get set to kick it away.
28.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. That powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Makes the catch. It's Shaw. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down. The Ducks looking to run some tempo here. Can he get there on the ground? He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Oregon. Just ran away from the defense. That's an important score. We got a 1-possession game now, Kirk. It's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
PHC up and good. They get a little bit closer. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down here for this offense. Here's the handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. Kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Handoff to the back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Enough for a first down at the 37.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
And the Hawkeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. And they'll set up for the PAT. Extra point up and good. So the lead is 12 here in the 4th quarter.
That makes the score.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. That is a big play. Finally brought down at the 44. The Ducks hustle to the line to run that hurry up.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Caught near the sideline, but just a short game. Pass caught, 2nd down now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 2nd down, they're going to throw it. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Offense right to the line, playing the tempo now.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
3rd down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And here comes a deep shot. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. He'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll feed the back again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24. Now here comes the bunch formation. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Hawkeyes are in the red zone. Ball handed off. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And the Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. And now it's victory formation. The quarterback will just kneel down. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side. Well, they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.